The progress report period for quarter 2 has closed, and we have a look ahead towards finals. Also, the Lincoln community steps up. More about the donation drive being planned. And in sports, we have this week's schedules and scores. I'm Lincolnian Editor-in-Chief Gabriel Porras. That and more in this week's Lincolnian Review. Nearly a month after the deadly campfire broke out in Butte County, north of Stockton, the images of destruction and stories of survival are still hard to avoid. The fire is now out, but took 85 lives before then, leaving the small towns of Paradise and Magalia in ruins and sending unhealthy smoke throughout the valley. The Lincoln community has stepped up. Our ASB has left bags in each classroom on campus to try to raise funds. ASB will be accepting those donations in the paper bag from now until December 14th. Last week, the first signs of just how close we are to finals and winter break was made evident. Progress reports were mailed out, signifying the halfway point of the quarter. Finals are only 1 week away and preparations are already underway. School Principal Lori Green tells the Lincolnian that this year's teachers across campus are using newer technology and more technologically advanced ways of testing. One such program that helps teachers facilitate tests is Hapara Highlights on Chromebooks. Some teachers are also straying away from the traditional test-taking method by assigning research papers, projects, or presentations. If your class has an interesting way of conducting your tests, share those ideas using the hashtag LincolnFinals2018 or adding our Twitter account at LHSLincolnian for a potential retweet. While the basketball season has already begun and the Trojans are so far 1-4. That fourth loss came during last night's game against Buchanan High School out of Clovis. The final score for the game was 90-96. On Wednesday, Lincoln played against Bethel. That final score for that game was 88-107, with Bethel leading at the end. The team is down one player after Matt Truax broke his arm earlier in the season. League games for the Trojans do not start until January 4th. Their next non-league game is on the 11th against Turlock. The wrestling season has also begun now and is underway. For more on that, visit our website at Lincolnian.net. And now over to Naja Townsend with your weather.
The sun should be dominant over the weekend, being that the rain has left our area. More on the forecast in a minute, but a look back on this week's weather. Rain moved in earlier in the week, and in the overnight hours, students kept those umbrellas handy, but the rain stopped falling after Wednesday. And now to the forecast this weekend. As I said, should remain rather sunny and dry. Saturday, the high temperature is expected to be 60 with an overnight low of 38. You may see clouds that day, but only a 10% chance of rain. The forecast will repeat itself for Sunday with a high at 59 and a low at 40. The next big break from that pattern that we will see will not be until Friday, when we see some showers.
This weekend, get ready to see the familiar sights of dresses and suits of formal filling your social media feeds. Lincoln High School's winter formal is scheduled for Saturday at 5:30. The annual formal will be held this year at St. Basil's Greek Orthodox Church on March Lane. It will be held until midnight. Well, we are under 20 days now until Christmas, and Hanukkah has already begun, meaning that the holiday season is here, and the city of Stockton is celebrating. If you missed last weekend's light boat parade and city tree lighting ceremony at Weber Point, don't worry, there are still plenty of other opportunities to enjoy the season in town. The Bob Hope Theater in downtown will be having an Irish Christmas performance, amongst other events. Lincoln Center is also partaking in the holiday fun with train rides and even Santa for kids on weekends, now until December 23rd. If you'd prefer to stay on campus and celebrate, you can join the Lincoln Latin Leadership Club in celebrating their annual posadas. We spoke with some members of the club who told us what it's all about and what to expect.
It happens December. This year's happening December 14th. We have a free dinner for the Lincoln community, as well as raffles, drinks, and desserts.
Something that my favorite part is usually just like the dances and like stuff that you wouldn't think people here would know how to do, but usually all of our performers come from Lincoln.
And for more ways to celebrate the holidays, visit our website at Lincolnian.net. Also, be sure to follow us on Twitter to stay up to date on the latest school news at LHS Lincolnian. Thank you for watching this update.